It's the start of a journey. Hopefully it gets better as we walk together. And this is the theBeard256 with the Xperience. And we just want to share some of the things, episodes, tales, whatever we have faced in life, and hopefully it can be of an inspiration, an eye-opener, pastime, something funny to anyone listening in. And I want to kick off this journey with something not so wide to talk about now, but just to have something up and then see how it all goes. And I feel the best way to start it is with something that has been part of my life for a while now. Some 4 words I've been considering a lot in my experience, and I'm thinking it would be nice to start with that because it will be defining most of the things that I'll be talking about and sharing with you. And I feel it's best I start with that so that it kind of provides an insight of what this would be about. Anyway, so the words are pray, live, love, and laugh. Pray, live, love, laugh. And I know most of the people have been, considering just the 3, which is live, love, laugh. But for me, I felt pray would be, vital in this experience of mine. So it's just, I'm to start with pray. I believe in God. I'm a believer. And I just can't let that go without mentioning it. So I'm a believer. I believe in God, and Christian. Don't let the beard fool you. So I'm a Christian, and I have friends who are Muslim, who are, even those that actually are atheists, but weirdly we try to avoid such topics because it always gets confusing. But I believe in God, and I for one am a person who believes in actions, and I believe the best way to exercise what you believe in and try to tell the rest of this environment, friends and people you meet that this is what I believe in, is through actions. It's through what you do, and it's through how you express yourself. I feel that's the best way also to show what you believe in. I feel things have changed. We no longer have to really speak a lot and say, this is what I believe in, you should also believe in it. But if your actions are different, then I think it's just all useless. So I believe in God, and I believe the best way to preach my message about who I believe in is through my actions. And because of my belief in God, of course, I pray a lot. And in my own way, I pray a lot. And in my prayer, I'm a person who believes more in thanking God, thanking the Most High, how far He has brought me, because I believe with what I have now, where I am and where I'm heading, I believe it's already planned out for me. He knows it all. So I just thank Him because I feel He knows what I want, because He sees it. So spending most of my time asking, I can't say begging because it may seem a bit harsh, but spending most of my time begging, I feel can crowd your thinking, can crowd your ideology about what God is and what He does for us on a daily basis. And I believe us being alive is just something we take for granted because I think it's now a new normal or something. But I feel there are a lot of things that God does for us, that actually, for me, I believe being more thankful is actually better than begging a lot all the time. So yes, I pray, and I believe in God, and I think that's more of the foundation of what my life is all about. So yeah, I put God first in everything I do, in everything I want to do, in everything I plan to do. And I feel the life we live lately should have something, inclined to that. You just make sure that you put God first in all you do, because it doesn't make sense that every time we remember the guy up there when things are tough, when things are tight. It should be a norm. Thank him every day, so that he also feels that you appreciate what he offers. And that way, it also helps you to calm down and understand that there's a lot actually that the Lord does for me, and you wait for what he has in stock for you. So yeah, that's a little bit of the prayer bit of it, and we can now shift to the live, very interesting part. And I feel that for us to live, of course, you must have life, and that life is provided by God. And if you do not believe in that, then I still feel you have gaps that you need to fill in your life. And previously, what I've said regarding praying or pray, it's we just have to be thankful, because to have the life, before you even think of living, you must have the life. So if you're still breathing, you have the life. You have to be thankful to God, because it's from having the life you're going to live. And I believe lately we are living life more on likes, retweets, shares, views, statistics, and we are neglecting living the real life, like living real, being true to ourselves, being honest, being patient, being respectful, trying to be human, that we are doing, that we feel we are experiencing or want to live. Because we are looking at what they are going to think, what are they going to say, what will their response be, what will their feedback be. And it has really shaped how we're living life lately. And it's I for one, I feel it's getting beyond. But I believe that living life is being honest with yourself, being patient, being respectful, being obedient, walking that mile with the people around you, so that you also understand what they go through. You're trying to be that friend, you're trying to be that person that tries to offer, that shoulder someone might need, with all honesty and truthfulness, So things like, how are you going to get up in life when you've fallen, when things have failed, when things haven't worked out the way you want them to be? How are you going to get up? How are you going to stand up and say, what, it has happened, but this is it? How are you going to be positive about everything around you now? How are you going to think in a way that will push you further to experience your life, that will push you further to enjoy the life that you've been given, that will push you further, to want more from this life? And I feel there's so many things happening now. There's so many things we've learned. There's so many things we're still learning. And I would say, yes, they're not really exciting. They're not hyping us, to enjoy this life. But I feel it is how you turn every situation around to be of a better experience, rather than a sad and worst experience. Because whether we like it or not, life is life. Life is life. And this is the funny thing we're trying to do these days. We all want to give respect to how life is turning out. But we also try to make sure that it should be this way. But I think we should try to have a perspective, because first and foremost, you do not tell what life should be. I kind of took a pause. I was trying to even imagine it, because you don't tell what life should do. No, life tells you what you should do. But now, if it has told you what you should do, how do you then turn that experience to be something good? How do you turn that life, bracket life, cloud over you to be a good experience, to be something that you're going to sit there and say, you know what, I have lived my life. I have enjoyed my life. Yeah, there is something here and there and that and that, but I feel those are some of the pieces in life that, try to make that puzzle come together. All you have to do is just try to find the right fit, and then, life happens. So I would say it's really something that, as you keep on growing, gets a bit hard to live. The experiences you go through, the responsibilities that keep, coming up, and all that stuff, and, the dishonest, the trust issues, the betrayals and all that stuff. But I feel it's more of, understanding the reason why you are alive. The reason why you are alive is because, you've been given a gift of life. Being given a gift of life should be the foundation of you understanding, what, someone up there wants me to live. If this person has given me this life, let me live, let me enjoy it with, the experience I'm provided, And the thing is, living life starts with appreciating what you have around you, appreciating what you are, appreciating, may it be little, but I think it all starts with you appreciating, what's just given to you now. Because I feel if you understand how to use and appreciate what you have now, what you have around you, then it gets better for you when, what you started with is, getting bigger and bigger, because it's hard for you to know how to live a life that you haven't experienced, and I feel we've all had experiences where, let's use the world example as it is now. It's I need to have that paper, man, I need to have that money. We've had those moments where you have money, like for a weekend, and everything is heavenly, and the times when you don't have it, when everything just seems like, I think I should just leave this world. So those glimpses we get of how we want our lives to be are those experiences that we should use to make sure that now, when it really manifests itself the way we want it, of course I mean life, then we are ready for it. Because at times, how we behave when we get those glimpses of how we want our lives to be determines how it will be when we eventually get there, because that's what you want. That's what you will be when you get it. Maybe at times you are not living because you feel you're not living your life. You're not living life the way you want it to be. So, we get blinded, in that understanding of how life should be and how we want it to be. But I feel each one of us is always given that opportunity, to live the life we want to live in the future. But how we use that opportunity now always determines how it will be in the future, because, as I've said before, you have those moments. You feel like, let's say, a weekend or a day, you have almost everything you say you want to have. You've done a deal, you've done something, and money is available, friends around, you're laughing, enjoying all that stuff. But how do you use that opportunity? That's an investment for what you really want to have in future. And then there are those moments when you really don't have. Who are you? When you have who is, let's say, for example, who's the theBeard256 when he has? Who is the Beard256 when he doesn't have? Those two questions, if you ask yourself those 2 questions, they can give you an idea of how I think we should be living life. We should try to have a balance. When I have and when I don't have, am I the same? Am I honest? Am I patient? Am I respectful? Am I human enough? Am I noble? Am I real? Or I'm just looking for, the likes, the shares, the views, the retweets, as we say these days. So it's. I feel life should be the same. We have or we don't have, but it is first understanding and appreciating the number one gift, which is life. And then from that, we must now understand who we are when we have and when we don't have. Are we the same or are we different? If you can understand those 2, then I feel you're going to start living life, because you will then know the experience of having and not having, the experience of being around something you want and the experience of being around something you don't want. So it's all, something I love talking about, and I think in the future we'll just have something, just on living, on life, and I think we will enjoy that episode. So with that, I say that makes me shift now to the love. Oh, love. It's something I enjoy. I just like talking about love, because I feel without love, then we can't enjoy life, and it all starts with yourself. It starts with me. There is no way you're going to enjoy the life you're given if you don't love yourself, because this life you're given is for you. It's you, it's yours. You must love yourself to enjoy this life you're given, because I feel, just imagine, you're given a gift, but then you don't love it. Do you really think you're going to take good care of that gift? Do you really think you will appreciate that gift? Do you really think that gift will deserve, the happiness? I don't know how to phrase it, but you know that feeling you get when you've gotten a gift and you like it. You keep looking at it. You keep say, if it's the ladies, they'll be like, oh, I love this, stuff like that. And I feel it all starts with you. It all starts with us, me, I, myself. I must love myself to enjoy the gift of life that I've been given by God. That's it. If you don't love yourself, then you're not enjoying life. If you feel you're enjoying, check yourself, brother, sister. Check yourself, because if you do not love yourself, then it will be hard for you to live, because you won't be understanding the gift you have before you. And I feel the moment you understand self-love, the moment you appreciate self-love, the moment you understand and feel and get in the zone of loving yourself, then you're going to enjoy life. I'm telling you, you will enjoy life. No matter what is around you, you will enjoy life, because you will be understanding what you need. You will be understanding what you have. You'll be understanding what you're missing. You'll be understanding the future, because you appreciate what is before you. You're loving yourself. You're loving yourself first. And when you love yourself, you're going to want the best for yourself. And the only way you're going to achieve the best for yourself is by, number one, living. Is by living. When you have the life, then you have the opportunity to achieve anything you want in this world. So, love yourself first. And then the other things will just, fall into place. Yeah, someone's going to say love is fake. We have people that hurt us, we'll be betrayed and all that stuff. Yes, it's all part of the journey. It's all part of being alive. It's all part of being alive. Those things will happen. They will happen. But you just have to appreciate the best of everything around you the best of what you're given. Because the moment you try to doubt your self-love, then it's going to be hard for you to enjoy the life you're living. And it's from self-love you understand how to love. If you don't love yourself, then you can't convince me you love someone. That's a lie. Huge lie. Most of us actually are living with these days. If you don't love yourself, then you don't understand what it means to love. So don't lie to someone that you love them if you don't love yourself. It's like, let me just give an example. You're in class and then a teacher comes to teach something to you that they don't know about, they have no clue about. Do you really think that teacher will be able to teach you and you understand? I highly doubt. So it's the same thing. You cannot tell someone I love you when you don't know how to love yourself. Big lie. Big lie. So I feel love yourself first, understand yourself, and you fall in love with yourself, and then it will be easier for you and a bit, understanding, and for the sake of, those around you, when you say I love you, I appreciate you, I like you, stuff like that. Because if you understand it from yourself, then it is easily, transferred. And I feel that good feeling, that wonderful feeling of self-love, just pushes you on to offer the same to someone else, to a partner, to a friend, family members, and whatever it may be that you feel you love. Because I feel if you love yourself, then you are living, and then you're appreciating the gift God has offered you for life. And the moment you start living, loving, enjoying life, and having fun, and taking things off your bucket list and stuff like that, I feel then the most wonderful part of these 4 words I'm talking about today is just bound to happen. That is laughing. Oof, LOL, LMEO, stuff like that. Just playing around with you. But yeah, it's the moment you're enjoying life, you're left with just to laugh, And we all know what laughing does, man. It makes you happy. It makes you, you even feel healthy, like you're healing, you're restored, it refreshes, it refreshes your mind, it just puts you at a certain level where you're like, what, oh man, I've had a good time. And you can only achieve that, man, if you're living. And we've already listened and seen that, man. For you to be living, you must be loving yourself, man. When you love yourself, you want the best for yourself, and the best for yourself is to be happy. You're going to be happy by laughing, putting all that 32 out there to be friends, and stuff like that. And it's just about enjoying.